Hello. School. American public schools can be pretty rough. In my city of Rockford, where I've been working as an educator for some time, I've been working in one of the roughest schools, and after this year, I've decided not to go back. The kids were not just dramatic and insulting. Seventh graders, of course, can be rough anyway, but these ones had gotten to where they were insulting and also saying things that were very provocative and threatening, even to the point where they were threatening my person and my safety. So I decided that I was going to do something else. I've been writing for 15 years, and I have been reading here for you some of my chapters. I hope you enjoy them. Help me out by posting them, sharing them, leaving comments. That's a great way to get things started here on this particular YouTube channel. Also, please enjoy the meditations and the shorts. If I can get as many people viewing my longer videos as my shorts, I'll have this site monetized quickly. Thank you for that. I did want to take a moment here to shift gears from the um, rather sad situation of our public schools um, to a solution that I think is universal. And I was doing some of this in the classroom where I would take just the first minute of class and have the kids do 5 deep breaths while thinking of positive thoughts. We can do the same thing and take that much, much further, even to enjoying the benefits of what scientists are discovering are really profound in terms of healing effects and even enlightening effects of meditation and yoga, especially some of the more advanced techniques like Kriya Yoga, which I've been practicing. I first got introduced to that when I was in high school, reading the autobiography of a yogi, and now I've been practicing a long time. Now that I have this year ahead of me to really work on polishing my books and sharing YouTube videos and so on, probably doing some interviews, I'm also going to really emphasize going deeper in meditation. I hope to share that journey with you. I have been meditating every day for many years, at least 10 years. If I ever miss a session, I always make it up. So twice a day, I've been meditating for 10 years, and it's really made a huge difference. I had terrible anxiety for many years. I was the kind of kid that in class would never raise his hand and just was. I held a lot of things inside. That's why for me, it's almost therapeutic to have this YouTube and be able to share some things. I hope to hear back from you, and it's very meaningful to get some feedback. I noticed there was no feedback on the videos yesterday, which was a little bit difficult, frankly, since this is a challenge for me to transition from teaching to um, writing uh, and monetizing my writing. Even though I've had 15 books and I've sold some, I've never really worked on the marketing side. So I'm looking to employ some people in that capacity relatively soon. Um, Now, I wanted to share also a couple of things. I have a few quotes here that I've been collecting over the years on very, very positive and affirming ideas that come from the sages. One of the most powerful of them here that's very approachable was actually from a monk, and I don't know which one, but I have here, he had said, creative thinking is the best antidote for moods. SRF monk, Self Realization Fellowship monk, who practices this Kriya. And I thought this was very helpful because for people that also are sometimes combating these moods, negativity and pessimism, finding something creative, an outlet, a YouTube channel, fly fishing, whatever, kayaking can be really helpful. And also this process of going deep into introspection, not to get lost there, which can happen, but to look at ourselves honestly, see the very positive parts that are there, and also the things that need some help. Obviously, changing habits can be very difficult, but when we look at ourselves and assess where we are honestly, we'll see that our leading edges, those really positive parts, maybe we're very gregarious or we're very um, kind, or maybe we are very, very fearless in front of people or whatever, or maybe we're able to make a lot of money. If we can look at that and then look at maybe the negative side of our personality and begin to say, how can I take that positive and reinforce the negative, displacing it and replacing it with something its opposite? So, in other words, if we were maybe very anxious, how can we become calm? Um, the yogic meditation techniques are extremely effective towards that end because they give us a scientific model how to actually access what's going on in our brain cells and begin to literally rewire the synapses and recode for balance, for integrity, and for profound strength. I found that to be true with not only my own practice, but I see it in the lives of many, many friends who are also practicing all around the world. So, with that, I want to encourage you to tune in if you can take 10 minutes a day to meditate, or even 10 minutes a day to watch these uh, posts here. You'll find them soothing you, you'll find them reminding you of this great power which is within you. I'll tell you, I went for many years just practicing a little tiny bit every day, and I wasn't consistent. And then I read something of Yogananda's when I was going through a period that was very difficult, a kind of dark night of the soul experience. It was intense. And I came back to this quote of Yogananda's that was, I can't command you to do anything, but you can command yourself. And when I heard that, something resonated deep inside of me, and I said, that's what I'm going to do. And I sat down and I said, I'm going to command myself to begin meditating twice a day. And I stuck with it. And it honestly, absolutely changed the way that I felt, the way that I saw life, and the energy that I had. So I offer you that as a life hack that is really legitimate. If you want to make positive changes in yourself, I think meditation is the way to go. And if you can learn to command yourself to sit every day, you'll see the changes really coming pretty quickly. I also would say be in dialogue with other meditators. I'm here for you if you have questions. I'd love to see this channel grow because I really believe in the power of meditation. I believe in you, and I also believe in myself. And I mean that. Nisargadatta Maharaj, that master meditator who helped so many, said, it's not just of myself that I'm sure, I'm also sure of you. And that's, I can resonate with that. So let's take a look here at maybe another couple of quotes on the subject of living our highest life, not just in terms of amassing wealth or having a following or whatever, but really living a good life, an honest life, a life that is full of integrity and purpose and joy. So on that point, I have here a few ideas that were really influential for me. One here is, look fear in the face and it will cease to trouble you, from the Gyanavatar, the master meditator, Yukteswar, who was the teacher of Paramahansa Yogananda. Look fear in the face and it will cease to trouble you. Now, that's, I think, what was happening there has been happening as we've approached the end of this school year. I've seen a lot of things changing in myself, and I made this decision that I was going to focus on the positive and confront my fears about my own literature. I think it's very good, and I've won a number of awards. I've self-published 15 books, and I'm really ready to take one or two books this year and polish them up and begin to disseminate that, share that as well as I know how to, because I really believe in the power of their contents. I really believe in the power of their contents, not only for helping people to see that there is something in them, there is that divine spark, there is that empowerment that's already latent and just waiting to be released, but also because that would empower me financially. And I've been working on a couple of other projects. I have a friend in Uganda that has an orphanage, and so on and so forth. I've been sending him some money and this and that. So as we go deeper in this process of looking at ourselves and finding creative solutions to our own specific problems, we begin to be able to invite these changes that will welcome us to a higher state of consciousness and a much more satisfying life. And I'm happy to be finding that myself, in all honesty. I'm not a perfect person or a perfect meditator, but I offer what I have, knowing that it's been given to me through grace and also through self-effort, commanding myself to go a little deeper every day. Namaste. Love to hear from you. Let's go for the goal together of a truly satisfying life that is full of purpose and peace and bliss.